Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here. We are training tonight on Brand Ambassadors 101. It's kind of a basics to brand ambassadors. And we are so excited to have so many new people here sharing. It's such a great time of year to join in with Plexus. I've been having so many conversations with people about just the opportunity of earning another income. It's so doable with another job. We were just talking with a couple other brand ambassadors, and we all pretty much have other jobs that we do, but we're managing to still share because we're working on our health and wellness at the same time. And it's always fun just to grab some friends and grow another income. With the inflation that's going on right now, it's just so needed and necessary to be doing this. And I am growing, and I know a lot of my other friends on here are just growing a legacy business to take care of their families and to have other options. It's so needed. So we're excited you're here to learn more. If you're watching this live or on the recording, let us know if there's any questions that you have in the chat or with the message, and we'll get started. All right, so we're just going to go real quickly over some of these incentives. And Megan, if you want to unmute at any time and kind of chime in on any of these or anything that I miss. But I just wanted to quickly go over some of our incentives. This one I want to stress really big because I've been trying to tell my team, like, this is huge. This is a $45 value. We literally only have 5 days left. 6 including tonight. So I really want you guys to take the next 5 days and blow up your messages with your friends, because even if you don't love this flavor, somebody else might love it. I personally love it. In my coffee, it is the bomb. Um, it tastes so good in my black coffee, and I get my protein in. And it, again, $45 value. Like, that is huge value to give people. And then we also have the $10 off this month and then $10 off your second order. For my team, we have some other specials that are ending tonight. So make sure you're sharing those. And then we're going to go over the extra cash a little bit later too, but enroll 4, get $200. Enroll 8 and get an extra $400. So that's $600 extra on top of what you're already earning. So these columns are what you're going to earn with our bonuses and points. And if you want to see a compensation plan video, like if you're still pretty new to sharing and you're like, what are they even talking about with points and credits? We have a compensation video that will explain more of that, or you can get on a call with one of your leaders and we can kind of map that out for you, because it does have a lot to do, to kind of figure it out. And I learned as I went, I would ask a lot of questions. We appreciate and welcome all questions. So here is Fast Start. This is if you're in your beginning times of sharing. Like for Kim, Megan, and I, we are not in our Fast Start window. I believe Sierra might be. And I know Stephanie still has some Fast Start potentials that's watching. Not sure if anyone else is on yet, but um, yeah, so Fast Start is incredible. And when you're having some new people join you, you need to share with them the potential of Fast Start sharing. Anything else you want to add in, Megan?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like with the pumpkin lean, it fits in so well with our sugar detox challenge that starts, even if they didn't do the 3-day reset right now, like on the 14th, we start the sugar detox. That is so perfect to go along with that while they're upping protein, which is a really big thing. Also, such a great add-on if they're getting a reset. Like it's such the perfect way to keep following along that plan. So there's so many ways that that product really fits in and is so beneficial. So it's great for them. It is great for them.
Yeah. So let's really do our best to get that out there and sign up as many people as we can for our upcoming challenge. I didn't put any graphics about the upcoming challenge, but it basically starts on the 14th, I believe,
Mhm.
and it'll be 10 days long. Um, the guidelines, and it's not a strict thing, it's a thing to help you get healthy. So the guidelines are no sugar, no like fake sugar. You could do fruit, you could do honey, that type of thing. But no real like refined sugar. You can still do our products. Of course, we have stevia in ours, and we're not counting those as, don't do those. We're also doing no fried food. Um, what
No
else? I'm forgetting the
alcohol.
little
No
no
alcohol.
alcohol. Yep. What else?
Oh, forget now.
Anyways, that starts October 14th. It's going to be a great way to be accountable for exercise, all the things. And it's so good for new people to get in these. I have so many friends, even at 53 years old, that are still drinking nonstop, that are having wine every night. And no judgment. I've been there before too, and especially in different seasons of life, we might let things like that get the best of us, or maybe eating late, or not worrying about what we're eating, and they could use some help and some accountability. So don't put that past anyone to join in those. So we're kind of going to go into some of the basics of being a brand ambassador and some ways to grow. um, so we're going to talk about real quick the 7 steps to success. I'm going to shoot myself out of here so you can take a picture of this if you want to screenshot it. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or if you need any of my notes. I'm just going to go through this real quick. Um, so the biggest things that we share about as being a brand ambassador is the 4 pillars of our business, which is recruiting, retention, duplication, and leadership. And I'm not going to go deep into those. I actually have a training on that if you do want to go back and watch that we've done here in the last, I don't know, 5 or 6 months, that goes in depth into those pillars. But those are things that we're always doing. But what I always tell new people is you basically do the same things on repeat. That is, you're posting, daily is great. It doesn't have to be Plexus every day, but if you can spread them out between your profile, we're talking about, Facebook or Instagram, or your stories, it's great to feed some Plexus into there every day, whether it be your stories, your profile, or both. I've been lately doing a little bit more posting, and I'm seeing more interaction. If you're going live, if you're doing reels, if you're in your stories talking, I love to have people show their face. Even if you're not like looking amazing, throw on a baseball hat, tell them you have, messy hair, don't care. This is your workout, hair, whatever. Be real, be relatable, but post daily, sharing your story, encouraging, empowering, entertaining, educating. If you need to talk more about your brand and how to post more, let us know. But we do also have the rally chat, and we're always talking about that, but it's just a daily way to see posting ideas. It's a little bit of training sometimes, and it's a little bit of encouragement. Just to do what we do, and it's a great place to just have a simple system to learn. The other thing I always tell people to do, and you want to update this pretty much all the time, I always keep a running list either on my computer or on a notebook, or both. I tend to use several lists, but start with a list of people that you think might want the products or the opportunity, or just might be great at what we do, and keep that list running. If people are watching your stories all the time, if they are liking or commenting on your post, even if it's not a Plexus post, add them to your list because they are following along with you and they are important to reach out to. Reaching out daily, you can do it however you like. Some people do 5 a day, 3 follow-ups and 1 customer connection. This is for brand ambassadors that already have people. If you're totally new to sharing and you're just getting started, you're not going to have customer follow-ups to do yet. But you can make this your goal however you want. Excuse me. Some people I know are sending 20 messages a day. Some are sending 10 a day. Megan, will you pick up on the next 4 while I take a drink?
Yes, I will.
Thanks.
So have written goals, creating and writing out your goals with your sponsor for the week, month, year, and 5 years. So writing a goal makes it so much more tangible, and we are far more likely to obtain those goals. So working on that, really think about what you want out of this business, and then link up with your sponsor to help you kind of formulate that into, usually I like to do like one sentence. And I think if you, yeah, I saw something the other day that said if you can't write your goal in one sentence, like it's not clear enough. So that is a really great and concise way, something you can look at every day and say, okay, this is what I want to do. But have other goals too. What do you want this week? What do you want to accomplish this month, in a year? And then what does your life look like in 5 years if you do what you've said you're going to do? That's a big one. Um, and then commit to personal development. Plexus offers a book club. Our team often does a book club. These team trainings, calls like this, our extended upline, they have calls as well with trainings that are really, really great. And then just hone in on any area that you feel like you need development in. Is it communicating with your customers? Is it, um, being brave and reach outs? Is it belief in the business and the products? Go out, watch some diamond documentaries, and watch some product videos. Dr. Hartman has great videos on the Plexus Go app that are so educational and really are not like over your head if you're not in the medical field and things, which I'm definitely not. So, and then be coachable, have your sponsor, like work with your sponsor, let them help you develop. They're going to know your goals. They're going to know what you're going after, and they've been there. So let them teach you. Find some other podcasts, and some other network marketing coaches that you can get a hold of their content and allow them to kind of pour into you too. And fuel your belief, know your why for sure. Get really, really clear on why you're doing what you're doing. Listen to calls and testimonies. Like I said, those diamond documentaries, all kinds of testimonies in our Love Your Guts group, and stay connected with the community. That is really going to fuel your belief once you see what we're all about. And then go to events, get yourself on Leaders Retreat Cruise. Yeah, get yourself on that ship. It's going to be amazing. Convention is like nothing else. Any of the trips, just be at a Plexus event because you will absolutely love it. And then the last one, train your new VIPs and brand ambassadors to duplicate. I can't speak to that strong enough. Like, help them do what you're doing and do it together. It is so much more fun when you're doing it together and with other people. You're helping to change their health, they're helping others, and we're influencing people in their finances that they don't feel stressed about going to the grocery store and sending their kid to camp and all. That's a huge part of my testimony, and my why is being able to give my kids the things that I always wanted to, that I just really couldn't. I had to say no to. So that's a big thing. Show them what you've done and all these steps before and how you're working your business.
Thank you. I had a literally a coughing fit. Oh, that was perfect timing. Okay, so we're going to talk real quick about setting some goals, and we'll see how this goes. Megan and I are tag teaming here, so it's definitely important when you are setting your focus on this business, and you might not be all in yet. You might just want to make a couple $100. You might just want to get your products paid for. That was me. My first thought in this business was I need my products paid for, because I knew I would not be consistent if I didn't have that financial burden out of the way. And it's not a huge amount. It's actually pretty easy to do with Plexus. And I was so thankful for that, because I literally just shared with 3 friends and got my products paid for. And then the next month I was like, oh, well, I'm going to do that again. And I'm going to keep getting my products paid for. And so that could be your first goal. These are just some basic tips. I talked in here about with your health, you do want to set goals. We were just talking earlier. I was talking with Kim that's on the call about, her setting her own health goals, and it just makes you feel better. I'm not saying you have to have it all worked out. I still have health goals 7 years later. Every year I'm having some new goals, because we're constantly changing, especially as women. And So set that health goal, try and stick to it, find some accountability partners, have confidence, use that story to share. Not that you have to be perfect because we all have our ups and downs. And don't forget to share the wins and inspire others. And then with your finances, that's a huge part of setting goals too. And so many are affected by it. And Plexus is literally an incredible way to help with our finances, but also um, a great reason to make some goals. Here are some self-motivation tips. Put your goal in a calendar, make it, make working toward it a habit. So every day, maybe you're going to reach out to 3 people to work on that goal, or maybe you are, um, meeting 3 new people. Um, there's all different ways to do that one. Plan for imperfection. So it's not always going to look, exactly like you mapped it out to be, but give yourself some grace and just kind of work through those goals. Set some small goals to build momentum, track your progress by writing things out. One thing that I do, and I didn't do this for a really long time, but I've been doing it every month this year, is every day I write out my point goal. And you don't want to use it to like make yourself crazy, but you can kind of see where your points are at and like, oh, this is kind of a slower time of the month, or I'm growing in points right now. So track your progress however you want to do that. I also track how many people I sign up or how many my team signs up every month. And that helps me, see when busier months are. Reward yourself for little wins, as well as the big ones. For me, like I have a big goal, or I have a goal or a win, a prize that I'm going to reward myself with when I get Emerald points. Again, is I'm going to pay for myself to get a custom closet. I'm not sure my husband remembers that one, but I am like I always wanted one. So like that is a big goal for me, and I get that reward when I get there. Embrace positive peer pressure. So that just means like when you see other people doing well, like embrace that. Embrace your sponsor or upline coaching you, embrace it all, take it in, and just use that to set big goals. Don't keep yourself held back by not setting goals. And if we don't have a goal, we're just going to flounder. So if you really can focus all your attention, it's even said that way in the Gospels, like whatever we put our focus and intention on, we're going to grow in. And so if you're focusing your intentions and focusing on a goal, you're more than likely to get there. So make sure you do that and then practice gratitude, including for yourself. Megan, you want to share on the screen just
Yep.
about like the fast starts and all that?
Yeah, so Fast Start is a program when you first begin. You have a certain number of days to reach different ranks, and with that comes really awesome bonuses. So we can give you a detailed comp plan of that and also kind of evaluate where each person is. It kicks off as soon as you have helped your first person. So that's huge. I mean, it doubles your rank up bonus, right, Sarah? So amazing. And then also like we can map out that we can, help show you what that would look like, what it would take to do that within your fast start window. So with in general, we earn several different ways. We have business building bonuses. So each time you sign up a new VIP, you get 20% of their total PV. Um, and so and if you are just starting out, you've just converted to brand ambassador, those are doubled, which is really exciting right now. And then our retention bonuses. So each time a new VIP orders consecutively in the months following their sign up for 3 months, you earn 5% of their total PV as long as they've ordered 50 PV or more. So it's great to focus on that customer care so that they're taking their products and they know what to do with their products and that they are encouraged to stay on course. So they're getting to feel better and we get rewarded for that. Sorry, I'm trying to read that. Anyway,
I'll finish.
okay.
And then we also get paid on Plexus points. So that is when they order. So this is talking about how big their order is. PV stands for personal volume, and each product has a personal volume point assessment to it. It's not, it's close to $1, but it's not exactly $1 and everything. It depends on how much cost is involved in each product. So you'll see that next to each product when you go to buy it. And we have packages that they can start with that are 100 PV or more. And so that is always our goal, is to get someone started with a package. But if they just want to get started with probiotics, get them started with probiotics. You know, it would fall in this category, and that's not a bad thing. A lot of times they'll want to try more products. I know a lot of people that have started slow and want to increase. So don't ever, discredit somebody starting lower. And then this other fun area is ranks. Again, this is kind of detailed, but the first one that we're looking at is silver. That's basically 3 friends with 100 PV order. And you would get a one-time bonus of $100. And if you're doing it in the first 30 days, you get a additional $100. So over to here, this month is what's possible. Every month is different. This month we have extra added Christmas cash. And so this is massive. Look at refer 4 friends. Everyone name 4 friends in the comments right now. Friends, family members, name 4 friends or family members that you think could use Plexus. Um, and let's see how easy it is that we could refer 4 friends. So go ahead and do that while we're finishing up talking, because if you are a new person to sharing, or you have somebody that is like, oh, I need my products paid for, or I'm not sure I have the finances to do this, this is where you want to bring them. You want to bring them to say, hey, let me help you grab 4 friends. We have a few little systems to help do that, and it's totally doable for us to help you do that um, and earn that $547. So we need to be bold about that, because that is a huge deal for people to earn an extra $500. Christmas is coming. Megan, if you'll just share, a real quick minute on, what that finances can mean to a mom of 2 kids.
Yeah. So, I mean, how often do we say, "Oh, not this time. Like, maybe in another 6 months we could do voice lessons. Maybe, or I know you need math tutoring, but it's just really hard right now." Those kinds of things. That was a huge deal to me. And listen, my husband and I both work full-time jobs. So it's not like we don't have 2 streams of income. We're so fortunate for that. But think about the idea of, if you want to homeschool your children. I have several homeschooling mamas on my team, and this can be such a blessing for them, for curriculum, for just the extras, that they don't necessarily get to think about. And it just means less stress. I mean, when you get to come home, number one, you're feeling better because you're working on your health. Your anxiety's lower because that's what our products do. And then you just get to enjoy a less stressful lifestyle. It's such a blessing. And it's so simple to fit in to whatever your day looks like. Whether that's full-time job, or and kids at home, or you're with them all day. Like, it is very, very simple to find that financial relief.
Yes. It is definitely a blessing. And like I shared before, if you are struggling to pay for your products, but you need the health benefits, let's help you do this from the beginning, and make sure that as a brand ambassador, you are asking your customers. Do not judge for your customers if they need the help or not, because what will happen is your customers will just quit and they won't tell you why. So get to know your customers, be relatable with them. Um, we're going to go back to real quick. We're not going to stay on the screen long, because this is kind of the basics, the bottom of the basics. When we talked about this a little bit before, is if you want to grow in this business, 3 simple things: posting, reach outs, have your list, reach out to them and ask them. Ask them, are they loving their products? Ask them if they are seeing good results. Are they willing to share? Ask them if they have heard of Plexus before. Like, there's several ways to do the posting reach outs and ask, but this is basically on repeat. This is what we do. So it's not a hard business to learn. It's just you have to be willing to sometimes get out of your comfort zone and do the daily things. So we're going to leave it that at there. If you want to screenshot that, feel free. All right, this is another screen that is great for a screenshot. I don't know if you have a specific way to do that, but for me, it's Command-Shift-4, and then I take a picture of the screen. But these are just simple message ideas. If in the chat, if you would like these sent to you as a text message so you can copy them out, I'd be glad to do that. Let me know. I'll read a couple of them. I love this one of the viewing stories or liked my post. Hey, Steph, I don't know if you see my Plexus gut health post that I'm doing with my friend Sarah. This is for someone new. Do you have any health or financial goals? Like, not salesy, not weird, just asking a question. Pretty open-ended. Hey Lisa, I wanted to reach out to you because I realize you and I have not talked about Plexus before. I've been using the products for blank months and loving them. I have no idea if you keep your options open for making extra income from home like I have. Do you have a reason to hear more? And of course, you guys can edit this so it sounds good. Like if you don't say hi friend or anything like that, make sure it sounds like you. So these are just some simple ways to start with those reach out messages. And if you ever need help with messages, let us know. All right, follow-up systems. This one's pretty important, especially for those that brand ambassador 101. And Megan, maybe you can chime in on this with me, but I just listed a few simple ways for follow-up. This is pretty important as you are having some new brand ambassadors underneath yourself, that are starting to share, that are growing a team or you're growing a team. You want to help develop them to have a follow-up system. We have several. We have Confident Conversations that is in our Plexus Go app by Brittany Howard. She's one of our diamonds. That's amazing. You can look in our Go app about that. I use my own system, which I can show you at the end of the call on my computer. But these are three things that are important. Three-way chats with your upline. How that works is you create a three-way chat either if you're new, signing them up before. And I even still, Megan's been doing this for several years now, and she'll sometimes put me in a three-way chat because, it might be my story, it might be my business story, or it might just be for that third-party validation. But there's never a wrong reason to start a three-way chat. I still start them with my upline Randy, and I've been doing it for 7 years now. Megan, do you want to finish the next one?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So add to our accountability chat. So we have an ongoing accountability chat where you can introduce your new VIPs in there. It's really simple to add one in. Let them know where you're going to be adding them. I don't like to just send random Facebook invitations. Of course, we have our Lead with Love customer support page. We have our chat going on Messenger. And I tell them, like, I'm going to send you an invitation for this. Check in your notifications. I don't want you to miss it, but you're going to get all kinds of support. And it's going to make sure that we are walking your journey with you, that you have other people who are doing the same things you are and can encourage you and lift you up, and we can troubleshoot together. So we want them to stay engaged with us and share information about how they're feeling, where they're having issues. And those accountability chats really help because I think they can see, okay, I'm not alone in this. So it's fun. We do some giveaways. It's a really kind of a non-intimidating way to get them involved and feel the community that we are. And then if they experience something and they don't want to put it in there, well, they just start a little side message with us. And then number 3 is 90-day follow-ups. So we have a guide for follow-up messages that make sure you're keeping in good contact and keeping on track with exactly where they are in their journey and how they're doing. It's really important to ask questions, give them resources that they can tap into, but be there as a sounding board for them to share their experience with.
Yeah, and also I'd say for me, and I know for most of you on here, that when you have customers, either sometimes we might not know them very well, like we might have met them on Instagram or social media, and are just getting to know them, but don't just send them always Plexus stuff. Like, especially if you have somebody new, pay attention to maybe their Facebook page. And when they post something of their kids, like doing something, reach out to them and say, oh, I saw your, kids just graduated kindergarten or whatever, or is doing gymnastics. How awesome. How long she been doing that? Like, be normal, be relatable, and build relationships, because you never know. It might be somebody that you're going to work with for a long time. And you never know how much you're going to encourage them or inspire them just to have that friendship too. I've seen other friends where I end up praying with them and encouraging them, and it's just a blessing. All right, this is a pretty important one. I know we're going over on our time, so I thank you for sticking out with us. We're almost done. But this is just one way to find a leader. If you're looking for people to do this business with you, there are tons of trainings on it. You just have to dig, and you just honestly have to put yourself out there. And I'm in the same place too. Like, we're always trying to find a leader. You're never stopping growing, but it's always just incredible to find more people to do this with you and to pour into them. And so one of the biggest ways to grow in this business, if you're just starting out as a brand ambassador, maybe you are silver or senior silver or gold, and you're still like I didn't really find my huge business builders until I was a senior gold. um, I really had just a lot of customers. And so if you're still looking for that person to run with you and do this with you, this is just a simple way of reaching out to your customers. Um, and there's other ways to reach out to brand new people that are not even customers, but this is just a way to reach out to your customers and find out, if they want to do this with you. So one thing to think of is, who would you want to go on a cruise together? Who would you want to go on a trip together? Who has a great group of friends or a network? Who's a go-getter? Who is busy but keeps up with all of the things? Who is a stay-at-home mom or a family that could use the extra income? And who is into health and wellness and wants to go and set goals like you? So first of all, look in your current customers that you have. And if you have not shared the business opportunity with every single one of them, start there, especially those that are loving their products. And this is actually a message from, I think she's almost a double diamond. She might be a double diamond,
Mhm.
Marianne Anderson. And just make sure that they know what is possible with Plexus. And it might even be people that aren't on the products anymore because they couldn't afford them. Um, it never hurts to go back and ask all the people that you would want to work with. Have you shared the comp plan with them and the opportunities right now for Leaders Retreat, the extra cash? Do not hold back. Don't decide for them. So here's a quick message that I just literally copied from her message. I'm not going to read it all out. You guys can do that. Hope you're having a good start to your week. And I would do this as a voice message if possible. You could have it in front of you, like I have it on my computer right now, and, be reading it on your phone as a voice message. You can always delete the voice message if you need to do it again, but hearing your voice and excitement and inflection in that, when you're describing here why you think they would be good at this or why you would want to work together. Here it says insert 3 reasons. If you don't know them very well, just kind of get an idea. I think that you seem so real and you're so great on social media. Maybe it's for somebody that's sharing on social media. Anyways, find 2 or 3 things that you can share with them. Share how it's already been a blessing to you, and give them an in or an out. So you can say, So, whether you're looking for something or not, I had to share that with you. I think you'd be amazing at what I do. And quite honestly, you owe it to yourself to check out this opportunity. Would you be willing to listen to a 6-minute video if I sent it over? What do you think? And then there's a video that you can send over, and then there's a whole flow of that training. If you want more info on that training, let me know. I'll send you the video and we can talk more about the next steps on that one. Did you want to add anything to that, Megan?
Yeah, no, just that I love that that method. And sending that video. It's really great. I'm trying to find it now.
It's like she's wearing
Sierra was asking for it in the chat. I'm gonna try to find it on my notes.
have it somewhere.
Yeah,
Thought I
it's
had
good.
another screen, but I'm not seeing it, so I'll peep through here real quick. I can leave it after the call, Sarah. Guess I now have another. Well, I believe that is it. I'm trying to get back to, for some reason my Chrome crashed, so that's maybe why it didn't show the last screen. But anyways, let's just take a few minutes if anyone has any questions or, wants to chat about anything else. We will go ahead and stop our recording as soon as I can find it.